Custom Mafex Spiderman 2099 review. Let's get into it. Details. Let's start off with the head first. This head right here is a custom 3D printed head of the Spider-Man 2099 suit from the PS4 game, and I scaled it to fit perfectly on the Mafex Spider-Man body. Now moving on to the torso, as you can see, it has the spider symbol fully sculpted on. This gives it a nice 3D look and makes the custom look more detailed, which I like. And the same was also done to the back and the arms. The arm blades here were made using a material called plate. I'll have a photo on the screen right now. So I basically traced the shape of the arm blades onto the plate with like a pencil, and then I cut it out with a hobby knife. I also secured the blades into the arms by dremeling out a slot into the arms, then super gluing them in. There's no footage of that, so you'll just have to trust me at what I did. Next, let's move on to the hands. All of these hands are modeled and 3D printed by me using ABS-like resin. I'll have a picture on the screen. So this resin is super sturdy and not brittle like older resins I used to use, which is great. I tried to make this figure feel like a real Mafex figure, which is why I gave him the amount of hands that he has. So first are the fist hands, next are the relaxed hands, clawed hands, wall crawling hands, dynamic hands, and lastly, the magnetic hands. Like I said, this guy was made using a Mafex figure, so here's a quick comparison with the original figure that I used, which is the Mafex Symbiote Spider-Man. So if you look carefully, you can see that I bulked up the 2099 quite a bit. His chest is bigger, his shoulders are a bit bigger, and his biceps are a bit bigger. And if you pay really close attention, you can notice that his quads are also bigger. It's not that noticeable, but trust me, it's definitely bigger. Articulation. So here's a quick rundown of the articulation for this figure. As you can see, none of the articulation has been limited from like any of the sculpting I've done or the painting that I've done. And of course, there's no paint rub whatsoever because I'm just that good. Now, let's move on to paints and materials. The paints that I used for this custom is Testor's paints. They come in like a big pack of like multiples, and they're kind of small though, but the colors that I used were metallic, red, blue, white, and black. I used the white as a base coat under the red. That's why you don't really see any white anywhere else, but it's there just to make the red brighter. Next is the sculpting materials. I used Aves Epoxy Sculpt along with green stuff. The Aves was really just to bulk out the muscles, and the green stuff was to add a bit of flexibility to certain areas that need it. And after all that, I sealed the figure with my favorite clear coat, Mr. Hobby Super Clear, the matte version. And now for final thoughts. Overall, I'm very happy with the way this guy came out. I do wish he was a tad bit taller compared to the normal Mafex Spider-Man, but like I said, I'm still happy with him, and he's a good placeholder until the real Mafex Spider-Man or 2099 Spider-Man comes out. Once that comes out, I'm probably gonna like customize that one as well, but for now, like I said, good placeholder. And just enjoy a bit of this B-roll and then a stop motion fight at the end.